Williams Racing debuted their 2022 Challenger recently as they hope to make their way back to F1's upper echelon of competition. With the new FW44 already hitting the track in Silverstone and a new driver at the team, Williams are hoping that their worst days are behind them with this new era of Formula One beginning in 2022. A key aspect to the team's success will be its two drivers, Nicholas Latifi and Alex Albon. With George Russell being promoted to Mercedes, Williams will welcome in Albon to fill the void of their promising young star. Along with Alfa Romeo and Mercedes, Williams will have a new teammate duo for 2022, and we're here to break down the numbers between the two drivers and how they stack up against each other. We'll be doing a teammate breakdown for all the new lineups this season, so make sure to subscribe so you don't miss those videos. An immediate advantage for Williams is the fact that these two drivers know each other very well. The two were teammates at Dams Racing in F2 for the 2018 season. That year, Dams finished third in the Constructors' Championship, with Albon securing 4 victories and Latifi with 1. Both were promoted to F1 shortly after their partnership, with Albon debuting in 2019, while Latifi made his F1 debut in 2020. Let's take a look at the career numbers between the two and how they stack up against each other. In terms of age and Grand Prix starts, both drivers are nearly identical, with Latifi starting one more Grand Prix than Albon. In terms of their best finishes and results, these are slightly skewed numbers based on the fact that Albon drove for two strong teams with much better machinery than Latifi has had in his first 2 seasons of F1. One stat that is sure to change between these two are the head-to-head records versus their teammates. Both had the difficult task of trying to beat their teammate, with Latifi battling young superstar George Russell, and Albon trying to keep up with the eventual world champion Max Verstappen. Albon does bring 2 podiums to the team from his Red Bull days, so Williams are getting a high-quality driver in place of George Russell. Although this is a relatively young lineup, it isn't short of F1 experience, however, but both drivers do lack the experience of driving different types of F1 cars that might help them adapt easier to the 2022 rules. Now that you've seen the two drivers head-to-head, let's break down each driver individually and what we can expect from them in 2022. Coming off his strongest season of F1 yet, Canadian Nicholas Latifi is poised to take the reins at Williams and prove that he's the driver to build around for the future. He is now the senior driver at the team, and the engineers will be looking toward his experience and familiarity with Williams to help develop the team forward. It's somewhat of a fresh start for Latifi, who has been in the shadows of George Russell these past 2 years, but he's more than ready to take on the 2022 challenge. Latifi was able to score his first Formula One points last season with a strong P7 drive in Hungary, and it was the culmination of a lot of progress from his rookie season. His racecraft has shown to be one of his best qualities, with an average finish of 15th place, and he's shown to be a pretty fast starter on the opening lap of the race. His qualifying pace has been lacking at Williams, with an average start of 17th place, but 2021 showed spots of qualifying improvement that he can build on this season. It took Latifi until the late stages of 2021 to finally outqualify Russell, but he did it twice in the last 4 races by besting his teammate in Brazil and Abu Dhabi. He'll have another strong teammate with good qualifying pace to deal with this season, but Latifi should have the tools to make this battle closer than he did with Russell. Latifi is a driver that entered the sport with the pay driver label on his name, but since then, he's proved his worth in the sport through hard work and a humble attitude that's made him a fan favorite amongst most. Although I'm sure a certain fan base would probably disagree with this. 2022 could be a make-or-break year for Latifi, as beating Albon over a season would cement his long-term future at the team, but if he doesn't, Williams might look to other talents to try and take them back to the top of Formula One. It's not often that you get a second chance in Formula One after taking a year off on the sidelines. Drivers in the past such as Esteban Ocon have showed that not only can you make a return to F1, but you can also do better than your first time around. The lifelong Red Bull Academy driver was released from his duties late last year in order to transition to the Mercedes-powered Williams team for 2022. After a half season with Toro Rosso and a full year with Red Bull, Albon's best championship finish has been 7th, with 2 podium finishes in 2020. He's qualified on average in 8th place, having reached Q3 in 23 out of his 38 appearances in his career. Albon particularly struggled with race pace in his Red Bull career, as his averaging finishing position was 9th. Albon also has an 0-2 record versus his F1 teammates, but keep in mind that he did have to go up against Max Verstappen at that time. Although Albon spent a year away from F1, he did still compete in 14 DTM races in 2021, scoring 1 victory and 4 podium finishes. In addition to that, Albon was very involved with Red Bull's championship charge last year, helping with simulator work and doing a lot of work behind the scenes to help the team. Hopefully that will help him get up to speed quicker, but a lot of these drivers are in the same boat with the brand new style of cars. Albon has a new opportunity at Williams after his Red Bull career didn't pan out exactly the way he would have liked. He's a very quick driver with loads of potential, so hopefully the environment at Williams will be able to get the best out of Alex Albon this season. It's difficult to make predictions for 2022, as we really don't know which teams have aced the new regulations. It's hard to imagine Williams will come out with another bronze-style machine and dominate half the grid, so let's temper our expectations for them. The launch of their new FW44 didn't exactly fill everyone with confidence, as many noticed a lack of sponsors on the car, and also an electrical issue forced a delay in the car actually getting out on track. But regardless, they became the 3rd team to run their car in these early stages of the preseason, which is a positive sign. They finished 2021 8th in the constructor standings with 23 points and a podium finish, which was a stellar result considering their last few seasons. With this driver lineup, the duo of Latifi and Albon will bring a good balance to the team, and it's crucial that they already have a good relationship prior to hitting the track. With 2 young drivers leading the way, it will be interesting to revisit this teammate battle during the summer break to see which driver is besting the other. Will it be Albon's raw pace that will get the better of Latifi, or will it be the Canadian's experience at Williams that sees him prevail? Let us know what you think of this teammate tale of the tape at Williams, and what are your expectations for the team in 2022. Coming up next in this series, we'll be taking a look at the Mercedes duo of Lewis Hamilton and George Russell, which will be coming out next week. Until then, thanks for watching.